Pond maintenance, first of all. It is important that we maintain the pond that we have at the wood particularly. It's lined with a butyl liner and it has a layer over the top to protect it, like a membrane if you like. The sorts of maintenance that we have to carry out on the practical conservation event we did, first of all clearing the pond of material that builds up in the pond itself, so leaves that fall down into the pond and other sort of bits of sticks and things that fall in there or thrown in there. We have to clear out the stuff from the inside the pond, so people put on waders, Wellingtons and use various implements like chromes to pull out the material. The reason we do that is so that the pond doesn't become too eutrophic or it doesn't become too choked up with sort of old material really. So we do that and that keeps the pond cleaner. It's also important to have at least a third of the pond surface clear of vegetation, so clear of pond plants and clear of other things. That's quite important for the maintenance of the pond as well. Bed hedge creation is important in a woodland like this one because a lot of the shrubs, some of the shrubs that we have anyway, are exotic shrubs that were introduced between the Victorian times in the 1960s as enhancements to the gardens at that stage. The shrubs that we don't want and we're going to get rid of, things like rhododendron, spotted laurel, snowberry, that type of thing, tend to be not very good for the woodland because first of all they're not good for the soil. Some of them poison the soil. They're not as good for wildlife as sort of native shrubs are. So we clear the shrubs. Once we've actually cut the shrubs down physically with bow saws and loppers, we then go on to make the dead hedges, which are literally constructions that are made of poles that we put in the ground first, bang in the ground first of all, with things like mells, and then we put in larger pieces of wood, so the larger pieces of sort of wood and vegetation, weave those in between the poles, and then we put all of the rest of the stuff that we've cleared from there into the inside of the hedge, if you like. And what it does, it creates, first of all, it creates a barrier to stop people going off the path and onto areas that we just cleared, because they control those areas. And it also creates a wildlife habitat for all sorts of different things, so for spiders, insects, habitats for wood mice, hedgehogs, and also for fungi.